This should be a classic battle of Titans. Well, one Titan, one Highlander, two centers, and it should be a good one here tonight. Hamilton West Hancock and Driscoll Catholic. What we've got here tonight, Becky Ince, is a couple of very confident teams. West Hancock, the defending state champs. Driscoll Catholic, I think Bob Morris said it earlier today, feels like they should be the state champs.
Yeah, I think both teams have that mentality, not hoping they win, but expecting to win. I think both teams play similar styles, up-tempo and great defense, and both teams have post stars.
All right, let's take a look at the road to Redbird Arena. First for the defending state champs, they beat Knoxville in the sectional semis, got past the tough Liberty team in the sectional final, beat Sterling Newman in the super, and outlasted Nashville last night despite some troubles at the free throw line. For Driscoll Catholic, they really hadn't been challenged in the postseason coming into the semifinals, and they got by East Richland pretty easily yesterday, Olney East Richland 44-29. So again, a couple of teams that feel like they should be here and feel like they should take home the big trophy tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, you're going to see some great defense here. Both play stifling defense. They get after it, and also besides just the two post stars, they each have balancing scoring attacks.
I was struggling for a term. In basketball, we refer to them as big men, but these are young ladies, but they are 6'2" and 6'4", and they're going to be good. Key player for West Hancock. Who else? Marley Hall.
Yeah, Marley Hall is just unstoppable. She's a 6'2" junior, had 21 points yesterday, 9 from 12 from the free throw line, and she is tough to stop because she can also bring the ball outside and dribble and penetrate and finish inside.
And the key player for Driscoll, their big man, so to speak, Courtney Linfors at 6'4", their leading scorer.
Another 6'4" junior, Courtney Linfors, is also unstoppable. 10 points yesterday, truly does a phenomenal job for them. I think this is going to be a great matchup.
All right, let's take a look at the keys to tonight's ball game. First for the Lady Titans.
For West Hancock, they've got to continue that defense that has got them here. They switch all screens, and it's tough for an offense to score. They've got to manage their fouls. I think Courtney Linfors can present some problems, especially if they take advantage of those switching screens. And also West Hancock has to do a better job of making those free throws down the stretch.
And for the Lady Highlanders,
they've got to, like I said, recognize those mismatches off the switching screens. I think they need to utilize the inside-out game. You know, Courtney Linfors needs to hit Reber and also DeGrazia from the outside, and also they've got to find a way to stop Marley Hall.
It's going to be interesting to see how these two teams handle the pressure here tonight. Driscoll really hasn't been challenged in the postseason. West Hancock, according to their coach, looked like they were playing not to lose in the fourth quarter last night rather than to win. Should be a classic here tonight. We will be back with the starting lineups for tonight's 2A state championship. In fact, let's go to Jeff Fritzen right now.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting lineups for the Class 2A state championship of the 2009 IHSA Girls Basketball Tournament. First from West Hancock, a senior, number 12, Lindsay Buckert. From Driscoll, a sophomore, number 2, Allie DeVito. For West Hancock, a senior, number 15, Kelsey Miller. For Driscoll, a junior, number 3, Taylor Reber. For West Hancock, a senior, number 21, Kirby Kaler. For Driscoll, a sophomore, number 5, Casey Reber. For West Hancock, a junior, number 23, Jackie Bunn. For Driscoll, a senior, number 22, Gigi DeGrazia. For West Hancock, a junior, number 41, Marley Hall. And for Driscoll, a junior, number 24, Courtney Linfors. West Hancock brings a 30-4 record into the championship game. They're coached by Ken Schuster. Driscoll brings a 32-1 record into tonight's game. They're coached by Steve McHouston. Your officials for the championship game, Bob Baucom, Rusty Miller, and Barry Wright. And Now, ladies and gentlemen, before our soloist sings our national anthem, we ask you to remember and honor the men and women of the United States Armed Forces serving throughout the world with a moment of silence. Thank you. And now we ask you to join our guest soloist, Clinton Hall, a student at Jersey Community High School, in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now, as the players and coaches wish each other good luck at half court, the IHSA Board of Directors and member schools expect and promote good sportsmanship from all athletes, coaches, students, parents, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Remember to always do what's right. Thank you.
The teams meeting at center court to exchange handshakes and show each other good sportsmanship is brought to you by Walgreens. Walgreens, a proud sponsor of the IHSA's Do What's Right Good Sportsmanship campaign. There is another look at the starting lineups for both squads. It should be a good one. The Lady Highlanders of Driscoll, 32-1, ranked second in the state in the final poll of the season. Number 1, Central Catholic, of course, knocked off earlier in the playoffs. West Hancock ranked 7th, 30-4, the 2008 2A state champions. And the two young ladies we referred to, Courtney Lindfors and Marley Hall, will begin a long battle tonight, facing each other at half court. And Courtney Lindfors wins the first meeting. Man-to-man for the Titans. Here's Casey Reber, now DeGrazia. Now Taylor Reber gives it back to her sister Casey, number 5. And a tough chance there on the exchange, and the Titans come up with it and throw it away. Kirby Kaler had it and tossed it right back to the Highlanders. Inside, here's Lindfors against Hall. Nice defense by Hall. Lindfors follows her shot, can't make. Reber, the rebound, that's Taylor Reber, the junior. Nice job by Lindfors on the glass, but no blood in the battle between the two centers. Marley Hall's first shot is off the mark.
The Titans aren't going to be able to give Driscoll multiple opportunities at the hoop. They're going to have to do a better job of boxing out.
Inside to Lindfors again. There's the double team by Kelsey Miller. Lindfors tries to go around Hall. They're going to let him play. Lindfors went to the floor, and now the Lady Titans come the other way. I think that was just good defense by Marley Hall that time.
Yeah, Coach Schuster does a double team. He brings that help side defender over, and they double team, and they do a great job at that.
Marley Hall blocked by Lindfors. And that's Lindsey Bookert with the first bucket of the game for West Hancock, and we're tied at 2. Bookert averages 10 points a game.
The Titan student section must have done their pre-stretching routine because they're already going at it.
I know, I'm getting a little seasick looking at that. DeGrazia, they're having a little bit of trouble here in the early going with that exchange out on the perimeter.
Yeah, I think they're trying to use the handoff instead of the ball screens there.
And there's a look at the map. Addison, Chicago suburb, of course, and Hamilton down along the Mississippi River. Marley Hall goes to work, kicks it back out. Marley Hall from the wing. She's trying to bring her game outside a little bit, doesn't get the roll. Lynn Forrest the rebound, and Kelsey Miller was there to force the jump ball. There's a look at the tale of two cities. Hamilton and Hancock County, enrollment of 203 in the West Central Conference. Addison and DuPage County, the Suburban Catholic Conference, very tough conference. Most of their opponents are 3A and 4A schools, so they are battle tested. As DeVito is whistled for her first foul. First foul of the ball game goes against Allie DeVito.
Yeah, Courtney Linfors is going to present a problem a little bit for Marley Hall as far as getting her shot off down low. She just is so long and lanky with those arms.
And she's got an inch or two height-wise on Marley Hall as well. Linfors comes out of there with it. So a field goal apiece. We've played almost 3 minutes. Here comes the double team. She passes out of it nicely. Reber the miss. That's Taylor Reber. Buchert tries a tough angle shot, scores, and she'll go to the line. Lindsey Buchert with 4 points now. Nice job by the senior.
That's a strong finish there.
Well, that's a tough shot, too, from the baseline, and nothing but net. Lindsey Buchert just 1 of 4 at the line last night. She makes that one. 3-point play, 5-2 lead for the Lady Titans.
I think Driscoll's got to continue using that in and out, get it into Linfors and let her kick it out to the shooters.
That was Casey Reber with the drive and the missed shot.
That's the shot that she was very successful with yesterday.
Marley Hall drives into the post, misses. Rebound goes to Kirby Kaler. She kicks it out to Buchert. Hall will try the 15-footer. Nothing but net for Marley Hall, the first-team All-Stater.
I think right from the beginning she's trying to show Courtney Linfors she can hit that shot, so she has to come out and defend her outside so she can beat her off the dribble.
Lady Titans out to the early 5-point lead. DeGrazia, now DeVito. Drive to the bucket by Taylor Reber is missed. I think she hit the underneath of the backboard there. Inside, nice post, high-low into Marley Hall. She's got 4, and Coach McHouston calls timeout. His team down 7 early. Back after this network break. (9-2) the West Hancock lead. They are looking pretty cool so far. We see this a lot, though, in championship games, state games. One team will run out to the early lead, and then that other team will come right back on them.
Oh, definitely. This is going to be a game of runs. You're going to see here, that's why Coach McHouston called that timeout, to try to stop the run.
Nice timeout by Steve McHouston in his 6th year leading the Lady Highlanders. 32-1 this year, 57-7 the last 2 seasons. And you look at his record, and it's been a kind of a progression, natural progression up to this point. Below 500, close to 500, over 500. Their first regional in Driscoll history in about 30 years of playing girls basketball last year. And they lost in the Super. They beat Kankakee McNamara and avenged that loss this year. DeVito the miss, and the rebound to Kelsey Miller. She averages 5.2 rebounds per game. Inside, and the bucket for West Hancock. That time it's Kirby Kaler, her first bucket of the night. And it's 11-2. DeGrazia tries the 3. It's off. Hall the rebound. She thought about bringing it up the floor, which she can do, but a wise choice that time to hold off. Cross-court pass almost picked off. Nice defense by Casey Reber. Inside, it's Kelsey Miller with the bucket.
Driscoll's going to have to be a little bit more patient on the offensive end. They're taking some quick shots, and against the Titan defense, that's going to be tough.
And Lindfors has taken a couple of tough shots. That one didn't go, but Taylor Reber is there for the cleanup. That's her second rebound bucket of the game. And that ends a 13-0 run by West Hancock. Marley Hall's team leads it by 9. And the bump and the foul will go against Courtney Lindfors, her first. Second state appearance for the West Hancock Co-op. Of course, they won it here last year, and a great job last season by Ken Schuster to bring that co-op together, former arch rivals, and turn them into a state champion. As Shakira Scott checks in for Driscoll, replacing Allie DeVito. They are back to try and defend it, and looking good here in the opening quarter. Marley Hall will try the shot from the top of the key. Boy, pretty good range for 6'2", Coach.
I think Driscoll's going to have to come out and get a hand in her face. She's going to keep hitting that shot. And like I said, I think they're going to have to adjust and do something, whether you put someone, a guard on her, and then when she goes down low, then put Lindfors back on her.
There's Reber again. She misses. Scott the rebound. She was out of bounds, though, and it'll be West Hancock ball. Very active West Hancock fan section. There you see them. That's great. And I'll give you a tip. If you want to get on TV in the next 3 weeks, be organized and be fun. And I'll be there. A minute 28 to go now. First quarter. Nice pass by Hall, but it's picked off. Casey Reber with the steal. She tries to take it all the way and does. Boy, that's that tough angle shot that Lindsey Booker hit earlier. Casey Reber with her first 2 points. It's 15-6. We near the 1 minute mark in the first quarter. The Highlanders showing a little life here. Hall tries to lob it inside. She leads the team in assists, but turns it over that time. Believe it or not. Leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading assists. That's pretty impressive. Scott with it. And a jump ball. It was Jackie Bunn getting her hands in there and forcing the jump ball. There you get a coach, look at Coach McHouston on the right and his assistant Coach DeGrazia. Gigi's dad on the left. First appearance in the state tournament for Driscoll. Of course, they are a power in boys football, winning 7 straight state titles. Unusual that we didn't see them in Champaign this year. Reber with the drive, and she's fouled. It'll go against Kirby Kaler, her first. Highs and lows for West Hancock. 79 against West Prairie, 31 against state-ranked Quincy Notre Dame.
I think that's something Casey Reber can do. I think she can draw some fouls on West Hancock. She's has a pretty quick first step, and she can create a lot by penetrating to that hoop.
Reber turns it over. Here comes Marley Hall with 26 seconds left. She'll pull it back. Forced that one, but she got bailed out on the foul, and that'll go against Taylor Reber. There's the highs and lows for Steve McHouston's team. 78 against Elgin St. Edward, and a loss to Montini, 39 points. But Montini coach Jason Nichols said, I would be stunned if they don't bring home a trophy in girls basketball, and Coach Nichols was right. They will bring home a trophy, maybe the state championship.
Well, the Titan defense is just picture perfect right now. The help side is really coming over quickly, and then they recover back out on their own player. And again, they're not allowing a lot of penetration in that lane without, it's just a perfect team concept.
Marley Hall 9 of 12 at the line last night. She missed them both. Time running out first quarter. It's been all West Hancock so far, up 9. Casey Reber, the sophomore, looking to create something. Tough shot over Hall, doesn't go. Rebound to West Hancock, and they will go to the break with a 9-point lead. Great start for the defending state champions. Back after this local timeout. Back at Redbird Arena, our first quarter stats brought to us by Menards. Save big money at Menards. So far in the battle of the big men, big girls, it's Marley Hall and the Titans with the getting the better of it so far on the numbers.
Again, you wonder how much experience comes into play. You know, last year, obviously, West Hancock had this experience, you know, and they just seem that way right now. Like, Marley Hall just seems like, you know, she's unstoppable, where she believes that their team's going to get that back-to-back, you know, state championship.
As they say, this too shall pass. We'll see the ebbs and flows, and right away, Casey Reber with the takeaway in the bucket. She's got 4.
That's why Coach always talks about how you got to meet your passes.
Yep. Now it's getting tougher to catch for West Hancock. Marley Hall will try the 3. Are you kidding me? Marley Hall 3 of 30 behind the arc this season, and she knocked it in. She's got 9. And it's a 10-point lead for the Lady Titans. They led by 11. Here's a 3 for DeVito, in and out. Good job on the boards, Marley Hall. Maybe trying to do a little too much there, but she got away with it. Bookert, book it. It's Bookert. 7 for Lindsey Bookert. And it's a 20-8 lead. That's the biggest lead of the ball game right now for the Lady Titans.
I just wonder how much of this was in Coach Schuster's plan as far as having Marley Hall hit that out, or try to shoot that outside shot to try to bring out Lindfors on her.
And the push on Kelsey Miller will be her first. And Ken Schuster says she is a banger. You won't push her around, and she put body on Courtney Lindfors there just a little too much. Just the second team foul on West Hancock. The Highlanders look to regroup here and get back in this one. Lindfors double team, passes out of it. Now DeGrazia tries to hang on, and she can. It's out of bounds, and it'll be West Hancock ball.
The Titans are just very physical, and they really try to push you out of those passing lanes and creating, obviously, turnovers like that.
West Hancock beat Rochester in the state championship game a year ago, 44-37. The first 2A state championship in Illinois history. Marley Hall shot off the mark. Good rebound by Mann. Check that bun. Inside, Miller off the glass and in. Kelsey Miller with 4 points.
Marley Hall's doing a little bit about everything here. Assists, rebounds.
Well, that's what she does. I mean, to see a girl 6'2", okay, leading scorer, leading rebounder, yeah, but leading assists. Here's DeVito with the foul. Marley Hall got hit in the mouth, I believe. The side of the face, she's holding her face. She's in a lot of pain, maybe got hit in the eye. Trying to shake it off. Impressive start for the Lady Titans. They lead by 14 and a 5-second count there as the Lady Highlanders can't get it in. Driscoll on a 7-game win streak. Their last loss was their only loss of the season to Montini.
Driscoll just seems to not really be able to get anything going offensively.
They had beaten Montini earlier in the year, by the way. Marley Hall drives, loses it out of bounds. It'll be Driscoll ball. West Hancock's won 14 of their last 15, their last loss to Keokuk, Iowa. Ken Schuster says all 4 of our losses we shot poorly, 29% in a 1-point loss, 32% in a 1-point loss. A jump ball there. And it will stay with the Highlanders. They had good looks and lost to state-ranked Quincy Notre Dame and shot 26% against that Keokuk team that's ranked in Iowa in the polls there. They're shooting 62.5% right now. Reber, tough shot, good defense that time by Kirby Kaler. Here comes Bookert with it, quickly ahead to Miller.
You can tell that Lindfors obviously is having to come out here now and defend Marley Hall on the perimeter.
Marley Hall 11 points, 3 rebounds. Courtney Lindfors scoreless with 2 rebounds. Hall showing the versatility of her game, but Lindfors says not this time. That's her second block on Hall tonight. Hall tries it again. There's block number 3. Good hustle by her. And a jump ball call. It'll be Titans ball on the alternating possession arrow. Boy. How about Courtney Lindfors at 6'4"? 3 blocks and getting down on the floor after it. Great hustle by Courtney Lindfors. She doesn't have the lead, but she's got the hustle here. There's a nice pass by Marley Hall. Back after this local timeout. Back at Redbird Arena, West Hancock off to an impressive start, leading 22-8. They're getting the best of it so far, except for this shot to the face, inadvertent to Marley Hall. It's tough in there, isn't it?
That was an elbow. That's going to hurt.
Boy, it wasn't that long ago in this country and all over the world that people thought, well, girls can't play sports. They're not tough enough. What a joke, huh?
Yeah.
Boy.
This game is physical right now.
Marley Hall to inbounds, looking for their second straight state championship. Now Lindsey Buckert with it. Buckert going to John Wood College just outside of Quincy to play basketball next season. Now Marley Hall playing point guard. Buckert, pull-up jumper blocked. Shakira Scott back in there. She got a hand on it. 4 blocks for Driscoll. 3 of them were on. I think they have more than that. I think they have more than that. The stat sheet shows 4. But I think Courtney Lindfors has that many already. Nice shot up and off the glass. Her first bucket of the ball game.
That was with a double team. She did a good job of obviously locating there the backboard and finishing that shot.
Pass inside goes to Kirby Kaler. She's got 4. And it's back to a 14-point West Hancock lead. Kirby Kaler will play basketball at Cornell College. And the Highlanders answer. Scott. Her first 2.
That's happened a couple times to the Titans. They lose their concentration, I think, a little bit, and got to give credit there to Driscoll to keep fighting there and anticipate that pass.
24-14 on the quick bucket. And a travel. Oh, here come the Highlanders back to within 10. Steve McHouston encouraging his troops from the sideline. You know, if they can get this down to single digits by halftime, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it happened a little bit last night with Nashville. West Hancock relaxed a little bit. Nashville came back.
Double team, Lindfors passes out of it to Shakira Scott. It's an 8-2 run for the Highlanders. Scott now with 4. Driscoll kind of getting their legs under them here in the final moments of the second quarter.
Their defense is starting to pick up a little bit. They're pressuring the ball more, and they're also getting out in those passing lanes.
The foul will go against Allie DeVito, her second. #15 foul on the Highlanders, so it'll be out of bounds for the Lady Titans. Kelsey Miller will throw it in. Kirby Kaler out the arc, looking inside. Now Miller inside to Hall. She lost it. Turnover West Hancock. Shakira Scott calling for it down court, but they can't get it to her. Casey Reaver drives the lane, and it looked like Jackie Bunn touched it last for the Lady Titans. 2 minutes to go. West Hancock led by as many as 14, but it's down to an 8-point game here with 2 minutes to go.
Both teams get up and down this floor quick.
Lindfors tries to pass out of the double team. Can the Titans save it? No. Highlanders get it back. Nice pass to Scott. Lefty layup good. Shakira Scott with 6 points in this quarter. And it's down to a 6-point lead. Boy.
I know Coach McHouston talked a little bit about Shakira Scott's, her conditioning as far as not being the greatest because of her finger injury, but I'm not seeing that right now.
Highlanders force another turnover, or did they? Jump ball. And it'll go to Driscoll. Taylor Reaver back in. She replaces Allie DeVito for Driscoll. It was a 14-point lead, but Driscoll has run off a 10-2 run here. They trail it by 6. Linfors, double team, had to kind of shot put that one. Miller with a nice double team again, and Bunn hangs on to the steal this time.
It's a nice rotation there, and Jackie Bunn to come in on the help side with a double team on Linfors to get that steal.
Marley Hall, another 3, that one's off. Maybe not what Ken Schuster was looking for that trip. Under a minute to go now. DeGrazia the miss. Taylor runs down the rebound. Here comes Booker quickly to Marley Hall. Double team, lost it, taken away. DeGrazia ahead to Reber. Casey Reber's pass to Scott. She stepped out of bounds, I believe. No, she traveled. Shakina Scott makes her first appearance tonight, number 34, Shakira's sister. Courtney Linfors will sit for the last 31.4 seconds. She looks like she's a little shaken up, doesn't she?
Marley Hall and her have been battling it out down low. And also she gets about 3 people that just surround her when she catches the basketball.
Inside, Marley Hall tries to exploit the matchup, can't. Jump ball call, it'll be West Hancock ball with 15.7 seconds left. I think I said it when it was about 15-4 that ebbs and flows, and the Highlanders are on a roll right now. Linfors will come back in for the final 15.7. She went out and regrouped. Marley Hall looking for somebody. Almost threw it away. She gets it back with 11 seconds to go. Tries to make a move, can't. Booker throws up the shot with plenty. There was plenty of time. She didn't have to throw that shot up. And now Miller whistled for the foul, her second. There were 6 or 7 seconds left. She didn't really need to. I don't know if she knew how much time was left.
Yeah, I think she was unaware of the time.
Cassie Yeager will make her first appearance and give Kelsey Miller a rest so she doesn't get that 3rd foul here in the final 4.1. Reber off the glass and no good at the buzzer, 24-18. After a great start by West Hancock, Driscoll comes back to make it a 6-point game at the half. We'll be back at Redbird Arena after this network timeout.
Including President Jim Woodward, the principal of Anna Jonesboro High School, Treasurer Greg Bradley, the principal of Mount Zion High School, Vicki King of Chicago Luther South, and Anthony Rainey of Chicago Luther South. At this time, please meet the Tigers of East Richland, who finished the 2008-2009 season in 4th place with a final record of 28 wins and 9 losses. Assistant Superintendent of East Richland, Larry Busser. Principal, Chris Simpson. Athletic Director, Chad LaCrone. Head Coach, Brent McKinney. Assistant Coach, Clay Wheeler. Assistant Coach, Melody Benton. Assistant Coach, Brett Gardner. And the Tiger squad members, Christina Totten, Jessica Gwynn, Melanie Zwilling, Taylor Stevenson, Samantha Herman, Allison Garrett, Marissa Runyon, Renee Copper, Madeline Kermickle, Heather Ernst, Gina Volk, Casey Kinsler, Laddie Stallard, Nicole Coker, and Ebony Brumfield. At this time, please meet the Hornets of Nashville, who finished the season in third place with a final record of 29 wins and 5 losses. First, the superintendent of Nashville, Wendy Davis. Principal Brad Weathers. Athletic Director Neil Heyman. Trainer Rachel Kinsey. Head Coach Wayne Hari. Assistant Coach Doug Altoff. Assistant Coach Dimsey Whitty. And squad members Melanie Ryan, Jenna Morris, Caitlin Jasper, Rena Ruggles, Paige Schwartzkopf, Annie Barovia, Kayla Shar, Haley Fark, Courtney Hagemeyer, Tierney McKay, Brianne Pelker, Jennifer Moeller, and Mackenzie Newman. And now will Coach McKinney and the captains of Olney High School please step forward to receive the Class 2A 4th place trophy. And now will Coach Hari and the captains of Nashville High School please step forward to receive the Class 2A 3rd place trophy.
timeout here on the IHSA Television Network, a local timeout. Back to Redbird Arena and our NAR studios here at the half. 24-18 West Hancock with the lead over Addison Driscoll in this state championship game. Kathy Widener, Bob Morris here as we'll check out the stats for this first half, brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards, and a great comeback by Addison Driscoll, Bob, and they got back in it, shot a little bit better, and West Hancock's percentage went down a little bit after they started off the game on fire.
Well, boy, you hit the nail on the head. They started the game off on fire in that first quarter. Without knowing precisely what the first quarter stats were, they shot extremely well because they were executing extremely well on their offense. No doubt about that, and they got off to a great start. Addison Driscoll was able to make their comeback because they stepped up the defensive pressure a little bit out of their half-court man-to-man. They forced some turnovers, they got some rebounds, and they themselves then shot the ball better in the second quarter and went on a 10-2 run to get back into the game.
And points off a turnover stands out a little bit, 10-4. Driscoll taking advantage of West Hancock's turnovers. There weren't a whole lot, only 9 for West Hancock, not a horrible number, 8 for Driscoll, but they've capitalized, the Highlanders, on the Titans' turnovers.
They certainly did. It seemed when they did create a turnover, they did get a score from that.
And we see the scoring leaders from the first half. West Hancock, no surprise. Marley Hall leads the way with 11 points. She struggled from the field after a quick start. 5 for 15 from the field for Marley Hall. And Shakira Scott leading the way for Driscoll with 6 points.
Shakira Scott has been a real boost for Addison Driscoll. She's come in off the bench and she's went 3 for 3 in her presence there, and they've all been because of the double and triple teaming that's going on with Courtney Linfors. She has been able to get herself near the basket and take advantage of it. Good job by herself getting in a position to help out her squad.
And when this was a 14-point game, you wondered how this one was going, but it's a ball game right now, and we'll take a local timeout on the IHSA Television Network.
Back at halftime, West Hancock, the 24-18 lead over Driscoll Catholic. Lee Hall, Becky Ince back courtside, and you're an English teacher. You can relate to this, a tale of 2 quarters. I don't know if that's what Dickens had in mind, but...
Yeah, Bob and Kathy just mentioned this, Driscoll really stepped up their defensive pressure, really got in the passing lanes, and the stat that really stood out to me was they've scored 10 points off turnovers because of that intensity on defense.
10-2 run to end the second quarter. Let's take a look at some of those highlights. It was all West Hancock early. Marley Hall and the Lady Titans getting the better of it. Nice little move in the lane here by Marley Hall. I thought she showed off a lot of her versatility in the first half.
Oh, yeah. She hit some outside shots, hit some inside shots. She did a lot. I think that Driscoll, though, has done a better job of stepping up and defending her.
Nice bucket there for Casey Reber. Check that. That was Taylor Reber. Here's Casey Reber with the steal and the layup. And it was about that time you could kind of feel the momentum shift as they went on a 10-2 run to end the quarter. Marley Hall, her 4th three-point make of the season. She did a little bit of everything there in the first half, made some nice passes. Here she is with a give, and now another give to Kirby Kaler down low. So interesting first half. It was kind of... Titans had it all their way in the first quarter, and then the Highlanders bounced back. Shakira Scott with 6 points off the bench in that quarter.
Yeah, she gave them a big boost off that bench. She came in and I think was 3 for 3. She's just very athletic and does some good things, but I think this is going to be a great ball game here this second half.
Lady Titans, the defending state champs, led by as many as 14, but it's a 6-point game here as we get ready to start the second half. Back after this on the IHSA TV network. 16 minutes to a state championship. Will the Highlanders be celebrating then? Stick around and find out. West Hancock showed some explosive scoring there in the first quarter. The Highlanders ran right back into this game to end the second. It'll be Driscoll ball to start things off here. Taylor Reber will inbounds to little sister Casey. Lady Highlanders ranked 2nd in the state. The defending state champs, number 7 in the final poll. Who will be number 1? Courtney Linfors, lefty jump hook in the lane. Just her 4th points of the night.
Thought the double team was a little slow getting over there for the Titans.
And we've got ourselves a 4-point game. Zone for Driscoll. Booker dribbles out of the corner and we'll start things off again. See how the Lady Titans decide to attack this 2-3 zone. Miller's pass bounces around and taken away by Driscoll. They could make this a 1-point game right here.
Yeah, I thought the Titans looked a little confused. I don't think they expected Driscoll to come out in that 2-3 zone.
Lady Titans man-to-man. Inside to Linfors again. She passes out of it. DeVito can't hang on, gets it, throws it away. Here comes Booker, 1-on-3. She'll hold for the numbers. Quick inside pass to Marley Hall through a double team. She misses. Casey Reber the other way. Courtney Linfors decides to show off her skills with the ball handling and rattles it off the backboard and good. She's got 6 and it's a 2-point game.
Just like Marley, she can beat her defender off that dribble because she's very versatile as she can hit the shot from the outside and also get it inside.
It hasn't been this close since it was 4-2. Highlanders take it away. They can tie it or take the lead here. Taylor Reber to Casey Reber, and now back out to DeGrazia to set things up again for Driscoll. 20, make that 32-1 coming into tonight. 1-on-1, Linfors, overhaul, misses. Linfors 3 of 8 from the floor. Marley Hall now 5 of 16, kicked out of bounds by Casey Reber, and it will be Titans ball. IHSA network broadcast. We hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching tonight. Lee Hall, Becky Ince at Redbird Arena. Kathy Wagner, Bob Morris upstairs. Marley Hall off the dribble. She's got 13. And it had been a long time on the game clock since West Hancock had scored. And a turnover there for the Highlanders. That basket by Marley Hall ends a 14-2 run by the Lady Highlanders. 3 minutes gone in the second half.
I think the Titans are going to have to continue being patient here. I'd like to see a little bit of penetration by Bucher.
And another kick by Casey Reber. And that will take us to a timeout. We got ourselves a ball game here for the 2A state championship. Courtney Linfors and the Lady Highlanders back in it, back after this local timeout. Back at Redbird Arena, Driscoll taking advantage of the turnovers. 10-4 lead in points off turnovers. And Driscoll has the edge in points in the paint too, 22-16.
Yeah, Courtney Linfors has really come on strong here this second half. And it looks like Driscoll's really looking for her as far as making her obviously try to take Marley Hall off the dribble.
Two junior centers battling it out. 13 points, 4 rebounds for Marley Hall. Courtney Linfors, 6 points, 6 boards, and we don't have individual blocks, but I'm estimating that she has 4 of Driscoll's 6 blocks in this ballgame. Driscoll still in the zone. Miller tries to step through the double team and can't, and Linfors, a tough rebound there. She averages 9.5 boards per game. A little zone from the Titans, maybe. Linfors over Miller, missed, and then fouls after she missed the shot.
That was a good job by Kelsey Miller to get in there and box out. A lot of times close to the hoop, it seems like girls always forget to box out, and she did a nice job of obviously drawing that foul there on Linfors.
Second foul on Courtney Linfors, just the first foul of the second half. Now a little token pressure from the Highlanders. Marley Hall with it, kicks to Kirby Kaler, off the dribble, long.
I think this defensive adjustment that Coach McHouston decided at the half has caused the Titans some problems. They just look a little bit confused, like I said, on the offensive end.
Casey Reber called for palming the ball. Is that what is the call? That is that
carry.
Carry, thank you. I was going to say turnover, but it was a turnover caused by the carry. Under 4 minutes to go now, third quarter. It's a 4-point ball game. And Allie DeVito wanted the whistle, wanted the call there to go. She said it went off the Titans last, but the officials disagree. We've got a sub coming in to Shakira Scott, 5'9" sophomore. What a lift she gave the Lady Highlanders in the second quarter to help them get back in this game. 6 points off the bench.
Allie DeVito really gets after it. She's kind of like one of those little pests that you just want off of you. She just gets up and really applies a lot of ball pressure.
Bookert with it. She has 7 points. Now in the corner to Bookert again. She thought about it. Good defense this trip by the Lady Highlanders. Bookert is open in the corner. It's short. Chases down the long rebound.
Great
and
hustle.
The Lady Titans will try it again.
That was a great hustle by Bookert to get after a missed shot to hustle for it.
Short on that one. West Hancock now 1 of 4 behind the arc. Driscoll 0 for 4 from 3-point range. Under 3 minutes to go now here in the second. Or checked at the third quarter. Low scoring stanza by both teams. Inside Lindfors, double team. She had Scott underneath, couldn't get it to her. Reber, Taylor Reber off the glass. Hall the rebound, quickly ahead. Kaler runs it down, lays it up, good. Kirby Kaler with the fast break points.
They haven't had too many of those opportunities because Driscoll does a great job in defensive transition. They really get back and obviously defend those easy buckets.
Just their second fast break bucket tonight. Lindfors, nice little move, gets the roll. She's got 8, 6 of them here in the third quarter. Back to a 4-point game.
The Titans are a little slow getting over there on that double team this half, and Courtney Lindfors has taken advantage of that.
She sure has. Bookert goes inside. Courtney Lindfors thought she got all ball, but she's whistled for her third personal foul. It'll be interesting to see what Steve McHouston does here with 3 fouls on his center. Lindsey Bookert goes to the line. 64% free thrower on the year. She's the glue of this team, according to Ken Schuster, her coach. She makes the first one. And DeVito will come out. Lindfors will stay in there with 3 fouls. Bookert makes them both. Back to a 6-point Lady Titans lead. Gigi DeGrazia walks it up. She's the defending state golf champ in 1A. Lindfors tries to go over Marley Hall, and Marley Hall will be whistled for the foul. That's just her first. Take another look at the battle inside.
Driscoll's doing a nice job of recognizing that Marley Hall is playing behind Courtney Lindfors, and therefore they gave her the ball, and she took it strong to the hoop and drew the foul on Hall.
Free throw is good for Courtney Lindfors. Hard to believe, but Steve McHouston told us that dancing was Courtney Lindfors' priority not that long ago, but she committed to basketball, and she's done a nice job so far in attracting a lot of attention from the college recruiters right now. She's in double figures with 10.
Maybe that's where she learned her great footwork down low.
Shakina Scott checks in to give Lindfors a rest. Good hands by Casey Reber. Almost comes up with the steal.
Driscoll's kind of changing up the defense, going from a 2-3 zone to now a little bit of full court pressure. We'll see how the Titans handle this.
And they fall back. Bookert breaks it with 1:33 to go in the third quarter. 4-point Lady Titans lead, the defending state champions in Class 2A. Marley Hall with it. Now, I was going to say, somebody just yelled, put Marley in the post. I would like to see her down low, I think, with Courtney Linfors out of there. What do you think?
Yeah, because it kind of plays into the advantage of the zone because they're even almost double teaming her when she's out in the perimeter, it's causing her some problems to kind of get to the hoop. I think they need to put her down low.
So much for that strategy. Courtney Linfors is back in. Steve McHouston doesn't let her sit very long, does he?
No, but he gives her little breathers, which I think obviously is very wise because she comes in fresh legs, and the way she's having to work tonight, she's going to need to be fresh.
Double team was quicker to get there, but Linfors recognized it and gives it to Shakira Scott, who has 8. And it's a 2-point ball game with under a minute to go in the third. Bunn with it, off the mark. Marley Hall chases it down, and it's good. Marley Hall with 15. 4-point lead for the Lady Titans.
You can definitely tell Coach McHouston did his homework because that's one thing I recognized yesterday. When that double team comes in on that post, that backside's open a lot of times because the Titans are slow on recovery.
Steve McHouston played college ball at Northern Illinois with Courtney Linfors' father. 9 seconds left. DeGrazia looking for an opening. Heaves it up at the buzzer, no good. A running jump hook, not a very good shot for the Highlanders. Good defense by the Lady Titans. They lead it by 4 as we go to the fourth quarter, back after this local timeout. Our Menards stats, save big money at Menards through 3 quarters. It's a pretty tight ball game. Driscoll 0 for 5 behind the arc. West Hancock with the rebound edge. 23-18 on the board. They've got the edge on the scoreboard as well. 32-28 with 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, we'll see if Driscoll stays in that 2-3 zone. It's causing the Titans some problems because, again, Hall's the only one that's hit a 3-point shot.
Lady Titans the ball in the lead, trying to make it 2 in a row. Kirby Kaler looks for some help. And it's a turnover. Bunn couldn't hang on to it. Ahead to Scott. She beats the crowd down the floor and scores. Shakira Scott with 10 points off the bench. What a night for her. 2-point game.
Great pass ahead, and Shakira Scott, she really ran the floor well on that.
It's only her 3rd game back after breaking a finger on her left hand. Marley Hall's shot is off. Highlanders could take the lead here with a 3. Reber takes it to the hole, blocked by Hall. Whistle, jump ball, it will stay with the Highlanders. The Driscoll crowd wanted a foul on Marley Hall there, I think, judging by the boos behind us. Taylor Reber had a tough time getting the ball in bounds. Mismatch inside. The Highlanders see it, but can't take advantage. Nice job by Kaler to take it away from Linfors. And now Hall has it taken away, maybe trying to dribble too much. Well, the Highlanders take it back, and they'll regroup, trailing by 2. DeGrazia for 3. That's the first lead of the game for the Lady Highlanders.
Right there, that shows how she can handle pressure, you know. 1A state golf champ right there, that just showed that she thrives on challenges, and she just responded there.
And the pass to Marley Hall taken away.
I think one of the quotes that Coach Schuster said was he was hoping his team played to win and not to lose, and they seem to be a little passive this second half. And again, you got to commend the Driscoll on not giving up in the beginning of the game and really fighting hard here to win this game.
Inside to Linfors, tough shot, good defense. Reber the rebound. Linfors gets it and scores. Courtney Linfors with 12. And it's a 3-point lead for the Lady Highlanders, and I thought maybe that it'd be a good time for a timeout for Ken Schuster, and he agrees.
Yeah, it's definitely trying to stop that run here.
Take a look at our NAR facts, National Association of Realtors. 1854, Hamilton was officially incorporated, named after our toys, Hamilton. Really? It's Hancock County's largest city. Of course, Warsaw, part of the co-op. For Addison, named after 18th century writer Joseph Addison. NHL greats Bobby and Brett Hall lived in Addison. Brett Hall, I spoke to him not that long ago. Down in Dallas, he's a co-general manager for the Dallas Stars. The West Hancock fans wondering what the heck happened here. They led it early, 13-2, and now Driscoll has taken control.
I definitely think, Coach McHouston, that defensive adjustment going to that 2-3 zone has caused them some problems because, again, they can't get it inside to Marley Hall as much, and again, they're swarming around her and causing problems. And yesterday, the Titans didn't hit an outside shot, so the zone is right now really effective.
5:54 left to a state championship. The Lady Highlanders have rattled off 7 straight here in the 4th quarter. West Hancock has not scored. Marley Hall had 11 in the first half, just 4 so far in the second. Ball tapped out of bounds, and again, Courtney Linfor is on the bench for a breather. Marley Hall still on the perimeter. There's a look at the field goal. Shooting, 39% for Driscoll, 42% for West Hancock.
And what I like about this zone is they still really get out and pressure the basketball. So they're not just sagging back. They do come out and really get after it. So they obviously follow some of the man-to-man concepts.
Lady Titans down 3. How will they react to that? Nice pass to Marley Hall. Her shot is off the glass, no good. Miller, the rebound blocked by DeGrazia. Jump ball, it stays with the Lady Titans. And how often do you as a coach say, when you get the rebound, don't bring the ball down because the guards can get in there and get their hands on it?
Yeah, it still seems like it's just a habit for them to bring the ball down low. But you got to give credit there to Kelsey Miller to stay after it. And the jump ball, obviously, the possession is to the Titans.
They trail it by 3. Marley Hall gets it back. Bookert for 3, it's no good. A little outside shooting could really help the Lady Titans here as we're under 5 minutes to go. That looked like a travel, but Reaver able to keep her pivot foot. Casey is the sophomore. Taylor is number 3, the junior. Casey drives the lane. Driscoll wanted a foul, no whistle, out of bounds. It's Lady Titans ball with 4:41 to go in this one. Back after this local timeout. Look at Walgreens' picture-perfect moment. Walgreens, a proud sponsor of the IHSA's Do What's Right Good Sportsmanship campaign. The Highlander, Attitude, and the Titan all holding court at center court before tonight's 2A state championship game. We've got a wild one here. I believe if you check the tape, I said it 13-2 or somewhere around there, ebbs and flows, and we see it a lot. One team runs out to the early lead and then the other team recovers, and that's just what's happened here tonight. Driscoll down by as many as 14 in this game. They lead it by 3.
Yeah, you got to give credit again to the coaching staff of Driscoll, of this defensive adjustment. I just really think it's causing the Titans some problems, and I don't think they expected it because Driscoll's been known to run that half-court man-to-man defense.
Possession arrow favors Driscoll. Taylor thought about shooting it, but Reaver was there. Now it's Bunn, and now they'll work it around the horn. Marley Hall outside the 3-point arc.
Like we said earlier, even though it's a zone, they still get out and really challenge and defend those shooters.
Marley Hall in the lane. Linfor's the rebound, a whistle, and a foul will go against Miller. And that's her third. So West Hancock trying to do some adjustments and get Marley Hall inside, but bring her from out behind the arc and get Kelsey Miller to occupy the post, and then Hall got into the lane that time.
Yeah, and that's a shot she normally would hit. Right now, though, Driscoll's really applying great defensive pressure, and I think she's just probably worn out. She hasn't come out of this ball game. She doesn't get those little breathers that Courtney Lindfors gets, and those might be a difference.
35-32 Driscoll.
Driscoll hasn't hit many outside shots, but that 1-3 that Degrazi hit might be a turning point in this game.
Lindfors passes out of the double team. Reber gets it. Casey Reber the miss. Tie up. It'll go to the Highlanders. Boy, that double team is pretty physical, too. Courtney Lindfors has taken a beating in there, hasn't she?
Yeah, they're letting this game get pretty physical.
Both teams shooting 39% in this game. Now Casey Reber will pull it out. The Highlanders will regroup. Leading 35-32 as time winds down here in this 2A state championship game. Lee Hall, Becky Ince with you from Redbird Arena. Reber drives, lost it. It's off Marley Hall's foot, and it will be Highlander ball.
I think Marley Hall right now is talking to her team about we can't allow that middle penetration. Reber's gotten in there quite a few times.
Inside DeGrazia, the shot, she misses, but she's fouled. You know, and it also, we talked about slow starts in last night's game. That's been kind of Driscoll's MO. They start slow, they kind of adjust, and then they come on strong late.
Yeah, and I talked a little bit about you don't know how much experience came into play, you know, stepping on the court. Driscoll, you know, hasn't been here before, and so they might not have been as loose as they wanted to be.
3-point game with 3:04 left. Back after this on the IHSA TV network. Back at Redbird Arena, we invite you to join us on foxjocks.com for live streaming of IHSA basketball. Might be too late for you to take advantage of it this weekend, but it will be on foxjocks.com next weekend for the big school girls and both weekends of boys. If you're traveling, you got friends, family out of state, call your neighbors, call your friends, tell them about foxjocks.com. Of course, if you're home, we invite you to join us on the IHSA TV network wherever you're watching tonight. We'll be back here at Redbird Arena next weekend and in Peoria the 2 weekends following. DeGrazia at the line, heading to Iowa on a golf scholarship. She's got 4, 88% free thrower.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna foul someone, I don't think Gigi's the one you want to foul.
West Hancock has not scored in the fourth quarter. Misses the second one. It's a 6-point lead for Driscoll with 3 minutes to go. West Hancock needs to get it going here.
They're still kind of keeping Marley Hall out on the perimeter.
Bunn with it. Nothing doing. Bunn, that mid-range jumper on the baseline, in and out. Rebound, Kaler. And a jump ball called. It'll stay with the Lady Titans. Still plenty of time, 2:22 to go, 4-point game.
Looked like Marley Hall and Kirby Kaler both got their hands on that rebound and then wasn't real sure of who had it.
Booker for 3, no good. Hall had a hand on it, here comes DeVito. Trying to beat the pack. She's got Scott open on the other side of the lane and scores. Shakira Scott the layup. 38-32. Driscoll taking control here with 2 minutes plus to go.
I'm really impressed with how Shakira Scott runs that floor.
Hall from way outside. DeGrazia the rebound.
Titans definitely seem to be playing a lot tighter. They just seem to be rushing on the offensive end, and really I would expect that they would want more of an inside look to try to get some confidence back.
Reber races to the bucket and misses. Marley Hall for three. She made it.
Take that back about the inside ones.
She had 3 threes all season. She's got 2 tonight. That's the first points of the fourth quarter for the Lady Titans, who trail by 3. And we've got a timeout. 38-35 with 1:13 to go. Marley Hall knocks in the bomb. And as we mentioned moments ago, next week we'll be back here for 3A and 4A girls basketball on the IHSA TV network. Then in 2 weeks, small school boys at Carver Arena in Peoria. And we'll wrap it up in 3 weeks with the 3A and 4A boys basketball tournament. There's a look at Steve McHouston.
I would assume he's talking a little bit about we don't need to really score, we just need to be patient here and again maybe cause the Titans to have to come out and foul.
Steve McHouston, quite a shooter back in the day, according to his former assistant coach, Bob Morris. And then we get a look inside the West Hancock huddle. Ken Schuster trying to rally his squad here. They led it by 14 back in the second quarter when it was 22-8.
I don't really think the Titans need to foul right now. They play aggressive enough defense that they can create a turnover. I think they just got to get back out to being aggressive and maybe pick up a little bit more full court.
West Hancock fans still optimistic and enthusiastic. And Driscoll looking to add to their championship tradition, 7 straight boys championships in football. And West Hancock trying to make it 2 in a row in 2A girls basketball. They need a stop here. 1:13 to go. It was West Hancock with the lead last night late. Nashville making a run. Driscoll has made their run and they have the advantage here. DeGrazia.
I think they're trying to keep the ball in her hands because of her free throw percentage.
Ken Schuster waving his girls out. Lindfors gets open inside. Missed it, but she's fouled and she'll go to the line. 39.1 left. Courtney Lindfors is 67% free thrower. She's 2 of 2 there tonight. Marquette, Northern, Bradley, Illinois State among the schools looking at her already. She nails a big one there. 13 points for Courtney Lindfors.
Don't think Coach Schuster probably wanted that foul.
Back to a 2-possession game. Lindfors, pretty shot. Makes them both. She's got 14, and it's a 5-point ball game. Marley Hall for 3. Didn't need it. Didn't need it just yet. And Ken Schuster calls timeout. I think Marley Hall feels like she has to do it all right now.
I actually saw her kind of lip read there. She kind of said something to Bucher, give me the ball. I think she wanted to try to get her team back in this game.
And you gotta like that she wants the ball in her hands. 5-point lead here. The game reset. Driscoll the lead. They've got 1 timeout left, and the possession arrow points their way. Neither team in the bonus. West Hancock, no more timeouts.
In my coaching experiences, I always hate when you get off to a great lead. It just seems like disaster is going to happen, and that's kind of what's happened for the Titans. They got off to such a hot start, and now they're really struggling on the offensive end.
And it was a great start. They jumped out to that 13-2 lead. It was 22-8, but now it's Driscoll with the lead. Let's go over to Kathy Wagner.
West Hancock telling his team that they don't have enough time to let them get the ball inbounds. They've got to get the steal on this inbounds play. He's also telling them they're all right. Just to relax a little bit, but we got to get the ball. Lee?
All right, Kathy, thanks a lot. Time is not their friend. 31.6 left. They trail it by 5. And if they don't get that steal, they'll have to foul immediately. Taylor Reber to inbound. She gets it to her sister Casey.
She's pretty quick.
Don't they have to foul?
I think so. I think they're having a hard time right now getting her.
Well, they're not going to foul. And now they do. I thought they'd foul immediately if they didn't get the steal.
Yeah, I did too. I almost think Coach Schuster maybe had them believing so much they could get the steal that maybe as a team they were a little confused on what to do there, because it just seemed like they didn't know that they needed a foul.
And this is one of those times where you wish you had committed enough fouls to be in the bonus.
Yeah.
5 team fouls on West Hancock, so it'll be out of bounds for Driscoll here with 18.8 to play. Casey Reber is fouled with 15.1 left, and they still won't be in the bonus. They'll have to foul one more time.
And that's why I think they should have fouled immediately when Reber got the ball at the start of this.
Taylor Reber will inbounds. And it's looking grim for the defending state champs. And still no foul. This is the fourth quarter, is it not?
It is, but again, I think you're seeing a team that high expectations to try to defend their state title, and it just seems like they got a little tight and maybe unaware of the situation.
They get the foul with 5 seconds left, and Casey Reber, the sophomore, will go to the line. First free throw of the night, 67% on the season. It's no good. And Marley dribbles it off her foot. They'll get a last-second shot that would have made it a 2-point loss. Instead, it's a 40-35 win for the Lady Highlanders of Driscoll Catholic. They won their first regional a year ago, and they take home the state championship trophy in their first ever trip to state.
You know, most teams would love to bring home a second-place trophy, but I think you're going to see a lot of distraught faces on the Titans, you know, because I said the mentality wasn't just hoping they'd win, but expecting to win, and you're going to see a lot of devastation. But, you know, this was just a great championship basketball game.
A great run by the Lady Titans this season to get back here to the state championship game in back-to-back years, and a great run to start this game. They led it 15-2, but Driscoll Catholic did not give up. They did not quit, and they come back, and in the fourth quarter, they outscored the Lady Titans 12-3. The only basket in the fourth quarter for West Hancock was the 3 by Marley Hall.
Yeah, that 2-3 zone really threw him off. Coach McHuston, even watching him over there during the first half, he really kept his girls calm, and I really think, you know, he got his girls believing you could come back, and it shows, you know, why Driscoll was obviously 33-1.
Kathy Wagner is with Steve McHuston and the Lady Highlanders.
Coach, a state championship, what does it feel like to get this done this year?
Well, you know it hasn't sunk in yet. 3 or 4 minutes ago, it was still a game, so nothing has sunk in. We were down. It's a tale of 2 halves, and this kid right here made some huge plays for us, and I'm so happy for her and proud of our team.
Shakira Scott, the sophomore, comes off the bench, 6 for 6 from the field, 12 points, and you're a state champ. What does it feel like?
It feels so good. I am so happy. I love this team. We played as a team, and it was amazing. I'm so sorry.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll take this network timeout.
This time, let's meet the Titans of West Hancock Co-op, who finished the 2008-2009 season in second place with a final record of 30 wins and 5 losses. First, meet the superintendent, Dr. James Jackson. Principal, Ron Gilbert. Athletic Director, David Dion. Head Coach, Ken Schuster. Assistant Coach, Marty Hall. Assistant Coach, Zach Summers. Assistant coach Zach Short. And the squad members, Becca Elschlager, Kaylee Johnson, Cassie Yeager, Lindsay Buckert, Kelsey Miller, Kirby Kaler, Andrea Mast, Jackie Bunn, Bryce Kapner, Anna Gibbs, Jenna Phillips, Marley Hall, Caitlin Shoup, Jillian Taylor, and JC Hartwig. At this time, please meet the Lady Highlanders of Driscoll High School, who finished the season in first place with a final record of 33 wins and 1 loss. First, meet the president of Driscoll Catholic High School, Tom Garrity. Principal Fred Muehlman. Athletic Director Bob Carlson. Trainer Tom Asuma. Head coach Steve McHouston. Assistant coach Tony DeGrazia. Assistant coach Mike Batka. Assistant coach Frank Reber. And now the Lady Highlanders, Allie DeVito. Taylor Reber. Casey Reber. Caitlin Canena. Gina Maritoti. Tara McShane. Brianna Medinger. Maggie O'Seal. Gigi DeGrazia. Lauren Schwabe. Courtney Linford. Shakira Scott. Janet Joswiak. And Shakina Scott. And now will Coach Schuster and the captains of West Hancock please step forward to receive the Class 2A second place trophy. And now Coach McHouston and the captains of Driscoll High School, please step forward to receive the Class 2A first place trophy.
And our congratulations to both squads. West Hancock, what a season, getting back to the state championship game for the second straight year. And to Driscoll, their first ever trophy in girls basketball.
Yeah, the Titans right now obviously are devastated, but they, had a phenomenal season. To be able to get back here, with those high expectations, truly congratulations on a great season for them. But Driscoll, they fought to the end, and they truly showed, why they deserve the state championship today.
And we talked about that center matchup, really a wash. 18.6 boards for Marley Hall, 14 points, 9 boards for Courtney Linfors. Linfors gets the big trophy. Our Menards stats, save big money at Menards. You see the field goal percentages. Remember, West Hancock was shooting about 62% to start the game. That dropped off to 36%. And Coach McHouston stole my material. He said tale of two halves. I said tale of two quarters, but that's what it was. The quick start by West Hancock, Driscoll recovered, and the Titans never really made that second run at them.
Yeah, those defensive adjustments that Driscoll made, that going to that zone really caused the Titans some problems.
Points in the paint, 32 to 20.
Yeah, definitely just a great physical defensive game, and again, it just came down to some little things and some turning points, and Driscoll got it when they needed them.
7 straight football trophies, first place trophies for Driscoll Catholic, and now it's the ladies' turn, and the guys were here cheering them on, and they sang the school song together before they got their trophy there. That was kind of a neat moment. Coming up on the IHSA TV network, we'll be back here next Friday, 3A and 4A girls basketball tournament. The week after that, we move down the road, I-74 to Peoria, Class 1A and 2A boys, followed by 3A and 4A boys the week after that in Carver Arena. We will have it for you right here on the IHSA TV network or on foxjocks.com. State champions, the Driscoll Catholic Lady Highlanders finished the year 33-1, number 2 in the final poll, but number 1 where it counts on the court with that state championship trophy. Becky Ince, welcome aboard. It was a great weekend.
It was fun, Lee.
Thanks a lot to Becky, to Kathy Wagner, to Bob Morris, Angie Krebs, who helped out this weekend. Our great crew behind the scenes. So long from Redbird Arena. We'll talk to you here next week, next Friday. So long for now.